Back in Week 9, the Falcons.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Just a yard to go here on second down.
Back to throw here. He's got Allen.
These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 46-yard line.
They'll come up now on second and a yard.
Mixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back to throw now on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Vita Vea has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll set up a throw.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Going for it all. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So
the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He'll get it up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first two plays. Now third and goal. Mixon again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Callahan. He finds his man complete. It's Hampton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Throwing on first down. Callahan. And he's got his man out of the slot. Complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 9 yards is the loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second and 4. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Knight. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll try the left side. Linton. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up, because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
So now then, the big loss sets up 2nd and 19. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta regains possession of the football. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man, complete. That's Knight. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll run with Mixon. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. On 1st down, Callahan. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Back to throw. Callahan. And it's caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Operating from the gun, Callahan. This is caught. Powering his way forward. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns, PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And to give this time to the tailback. Pushes him over. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Callahan. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tyreek Hill. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Knight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On first down, Mixon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. On third down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they run with Mixon. Shoves him aside. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 59 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completion here to Claypool. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And he is closing in on the 100-yard mark for the day.
And it appears that he loved the fact that they're going to play this game earlier. You know, daytime, he's out there running around, feeling good about himself. Whatever his prep was coming in, he was able to get out there quick and fire away.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
That's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. Josh Allen, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. The Colts seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they did not have the same kind of success on the ground. They struggled to get the run game going to this point, as you see there.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll run on first down. Linton. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Off play action. Callahan. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first and 10, Callahan. Buying time to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. On second down, Linton stiff-armed him. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A pair of negative running plays, and now they're looking up at a third down at 17 to go. From the gun, Callahan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Knight. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. On the delay, it's Mixon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
A good passing down here. They send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Operating from the gun, Callahan. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Well, the defense defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Koo for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. 5 plays there on that drive. And the capper, a 19-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded right around the 8. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Looking to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. To throw on second down, Callahan, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they started to execute it, and they started to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it up. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll bring up a second down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Let's go!
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now this throw caught left side, and that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. This is Swift on the counter. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Callahan. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Hampton. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Back to throw. Callahan. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of the credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
All right.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Allen has it, left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Back to throw again. To Mixon on the check down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll look to throw again.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now he's forced out left. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Dumps it off to Mixon. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down. Here's a give to Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They run for it with Mixon. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Flushed out right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Open man completes it to Claypool. Touchdown, Falcons! Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope when they had to.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. working with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, Linton, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about it.